Hello dear Aries and welcome to your June 2021 horoscope. If this is your first time here, my name is Justina and I use Western Astrology Tropical Zodiac, and these predictions are most accurate for the rising sign. However, if you don't know your rising sign, you can also watch this for your sun sign or for your moon sign, so welcome. Now June starts on a very positive note. We've got Venus, the planet of love, relationships, moving into your fourth house on the 2nd of the month, where it will remain until June 27th. Now, the fourth house is about inner emotional security, inner emotional safety, but also a home and family foundation. So you seek more harmony and balance in this area of your life. You might feel like you want to beautify your home environment. Your relationship with your relatives should be much easier and more pleasant around this time as well. And on the 10th of the month, we've got a new moon solar eclipse happening in your third house. That's the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. So here the focus here of this solar eclipse is on your intellect, on communication. So self-actualization comes through working on projects that stimulate your mind. So here you might receive some exciting news at this time. The third house is about communication. So you could receive some important letters. You might decide you want to start a short course to improve your skills or learn new skills. Now, there could also be some new opportunities for short trips. There could be some new beginnings in your neighborhood, something connected to your siblings, or alternatively, you could decide you want to buy a new vehicle. I'll make a separate video about this lunar eclipse closer to the date. This is just a general overview. And on the 11th of the month, your planetary ruler, Mars, is moving into Leo. So here, Mars in Leo on the 11th of June, moving into your fifth house, the house of creativity, children, joy, fun. So here with this impulsive but also very dynamic energy, you might be really stimulated to work on some creative projects. You might decide you want to start your own business, but also there's an opportunity for freelancing or becoming a self-employed person. For those of you who have children, you might be busy with your children, and generally you might seek more stimulation as well this time, more entertainment, more joy and romance. Now on the 14th, we've got the famous Saturn square Uranus. This is the second of this year out of 3 we will have. The first one was back in February, and the last one will be in December. So Saturn square Uranus is about letting go of any outlived behavioral, emotional patterns, but also relationships or anything that is no longer working in your life, anything that outlived its purpose. And Uranus here, the progressive, futuristic energy, is here to break this, stimulate you to break any outlived patterns in your life. So this is the square between your second house, the house of values. So you might change your values, you might redefine your values at this time. Or there could be something going on with your friendship circle, letting go of some old friendships as well that no longer serve any purpose, for instance. So this is the second house and the 11th house square. Now moving on the 20th of the month, we've got the Sun will move into Cancer and Jupiter will turn retrograde in Pisces. So two important events in one day. So with Jupiter turning retrograde in Pisces in your 12th house, this is about soul searching. This is about understanding your inner self, your soul plan, your purpose, by doing it through your own efforts, through astrology, psychology, numerology, or whatever else you want to use, meditation, to better understand yourself. So soul searching through your own efforts here without seeking it through another. Also, your intuition could be much heightened around this time as well. And with the Sun moving into Cancer, joining Venus, you feel alive or energized, or your vitality increases when you are at home with your family members, doing things at home. So you might feel like you want to spend more time working on your inner self around this time. However, there could also be more activity going on at home, renovations, redecorating, family visits, or generally interactions with family members at your home. Now, on the 24th of the month, we've got a full moon in Capricorn happening in your 10th house of career and professional life. So here, with this full moon, the moon is fully illuminated in your sphere of public life. So you might become more popular at your work. You might become more popular on social media among your friends. But also here, if you are currently working, then you might be noticed more than usual by your bosses, managers, superiors, for instance. Generally, this is a time when you might be more clear about your career. You might be more clear what direction to take next. Where is it that you're heading? So things about your career, professional life could become much clearer. And you could also discover some secrets around this time as well. Now, moving on, we've got 25th Neptune turning retrograde along with Jupiter in the same house. So quite exciting. Lots of soul searching for you, dear Aries, this month. But also with Neptune here, you will be able to become more detached, more impersonal in terms of your outlook on life. But also it will be easier for you to detach from any past experiences that perhaps have been on your mind recently and you are unable to let go of them. You will now, with this Neptune retrograde, understand that they have no longer any purpose in the present life and it's time to let go. And here your dreams could be more vivid than usual and your intuition heightened as well, especially with Jupiter retrograde in the same house. Now, the month ends with Venus moving into Leo on the 27th of the month, joining Mars here as well. It's a great time for having joy. Generally, Venus wants to have fun. Venus wants to enjoy herself. So it's a really good time. You could really have fun while Venus spends time in your 5th house. Your relationship with your children, if you have children, should be more harmonious as well. Especially after having Mars here for the majority of for the month. Now with Venus coming here, there could be more balance and harmony as well with the energy of Venus. And on this note, I would like to thank you very much for your attention. I hope June is an exciting month for you, a time of new beginnings, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.